Probably know that Dutch painter Van Gogh cut off one of his ears, but did you also know that it was supposedly after drinking absinthe? The anise-flavored spirit derived from herbs was considered dangerously addictive back then, and by 1915 it had been banned in most European countries. Absinthe began something of a revival, though, in the 1990s, and many countries in the European Union started legalizing it again. Euromax dropped in at the Absinth bar in Hamburg, where you can try more than 150 varieties, to see just how dangerous this drink really is.
These daring drinkers are having a swig of something that was long illegal. It's enjoyable only when diluted. Absinthe is also called the Green Fairy, an allusion to the murky light green color this alcoholic drink turns when water and sugar are added. Germany's bar with the widest selection of absinthe is in Hamburg. The bar bears the same name as the drink. The atmosphere is on the sedate side. You won't see any party animals here. The owners, Jan Jepsen and Yvonne Neumann, prefer to welcome quiet connoisseurs.
I used to be a fan of whiskey, Scotch whiskey, and it has a complexity similar to that of absinthe.
And why do you drink absinthe?
I like the ambiance here. It's a very cozy, small bar, and I'm also a licorice fan. So it all fits very nicely.
The Absinth is a neighborhood bar in Hamburg's Schanzen district. Here, every sip is savored. A glance at the label transports guests back to the time of Vincent van Gogh. In the 19th century, what was originally the drink of army officers became the drug of the nobility, then of painters, and finally the poor people's poison. Thujon, the unwholesome wormwood extract found in the drink, is less dangerous than the alcohol content itself. So absinthe, the Green Fairy, is no longer banned in Germany and other European countries.
Absinthe is still relatively unknown. It was forbidden for almost 100 years, so it seemed a good idea to make it popular and open a bar. It was a little difficult to get a license, maybe because it was absinthe, maybe because we turned a retail store into a bar. But absinthe is something to be celebrated.
The owners deliberately picked this location. The Schanzen district is one of the hippest nightlife areas in Hamburg.
All the cultures meet here, and especially lots of artists and students. People who think about what's going on in the world and don't just live from day to day. And they're equally aware of what they do for pleasure.
The bar stocks mostly absinthes from France and Switzerland. The Jura Mountains are still the home of most absinthe distilleries. Many of them are one-man operations. Absinthe is unthinkable without its typical paraphernalia. There are different techniques for mixing in sugar and water. First, the French.
The sugar is dissolving here, sweetening the absinthe. Good absinthe comes unsweetened.
Then the Czech method.
Now you just wait until the sugar is entirely caramelized. That means the fire goes out by itself, and then you can stir it into the absinthe.
Absinthe, a science unto itself. And those who just want to get sloshed will never understand it.